very different. And so we gotta make sure when we is talking, we gotta have the mic up to our mouth. No
That's a
giggling.
fact.
I definitely dropped it.
No, I be like that though. You feel me?
Tight shit. Brought to you live.
Brought to you, boy. What's good, fam? Welcome back to the Room Pod, man. It's kiing.dg, and you here with
Deuce.
You already know what they do is big drip in the flesh.
and we're here to bring you some interesting, spicy topics.
I'm gonna say something.
What you about to say,
Don't
bro?
worry about it, bro.
What you about to say,
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna let you open the gates, bro. Go ahead, man.
Open the gates for what?
Bro, you know, bro.
Nah, bro, that's your job.
Nah, bro.
You the one with the headphones.
But I'm saying, bro, like, it's your team. You do your thing, bro.
Go ahead, D.
Go ahead, bro.
Look, they know I'm geek for real, but I can't show it on camera.
You deserve it.
Only off camera. But I told them niggas. I told this nigga, and I told this nigga, cause he the one who put money on it, and I told him not to do it.
No such thing.
I said we had the better team, but niggas ain't want to listen.
No
Niggas ain't wanna
such
take my
thing.
bet.
Everybody talking some patty.
No such thing.
The script.
I'm a exit stage
They
left.
talking about the script.
I'm a exit stage left.
Oh yeah, hold on. I ain't gonna lie though. I did say Jalen Hurts one of the top 10 quarterback though. So I stand by that though. I'm not gonna lie. Until the performance. So I'm like, okay. Cause if we going by body of work of the season, I still stand by that. But that was a hell of a performance though. No bullshit. But
I was trying to.
We won. Like the Eagles won. Like I think Sweat said he should have got the MVP. I don't necessarily.
Said that?
I think he actually said that. I'm not sure. I said I think. You feel me?
Oh my god.
But I think Sweat actually said he should have got MVP. And he got a case though, for real. But Hurts definitely, the offensive player gonna get it. But at the same time, like I already got to enjoy my Eagles winning for real. Like, and we really not new to this. You see what I'm saying? Like I watched it before. Like we did it with two quarterbacks, and then now like.
Shout out to the Eagles and all they.
I just want to hear. I just want to hear. I just want to hear. Don't get. I just want to hear others.
You was right, D.
Proxies, huh?
All right, you was right.
What
never tried to say y'all was
shout
a
out
bad
Sweat,
team.
man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Team,
I like Saquon Barkley too, but shout
my
out
nigga
Sweat, man. He from the South.
Hey, Sweat put in work,
Smith-
and this might be his last season as an Eagle.
You
know
know
what I mean?
Rocking.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think they about to resign him because they ain't really been using him for real.
Knicks was saying that last year.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think we
That's
about to
what I
resign
heard.
him. So, like, I think that's why I ain't gonna lie, I really think that's
Why
why he
he snapped
performed
like
like
that?
that, because he let
Shout
other
out to
teams know, like,
Sweat.
I'm really one of them. I don't know what they got going on, but I'm really one of them. But I think ever since we got our new defensive coordinator, it's been like that. But, hey, he got his ring.
Hey, look, though, I ain't even mad at the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just mad how the game went down. Like, we could have seen a better Super Bowl, bro. Could have seen a better Super Bowl. So I ain't mad at the Eagles. I'm more mad at the Chiefs. You feel me?
I'm an Eagles fan, so my question for y'all is, speaking of that, like, how did y'all feel about, just, you already kind of gave your opinion, but how you feel about the actual, like,
performance?
The actual
of the game?
The entertainment aspect of it.
When I was sitting there watching it, I was actually very flabbergasted. Once it hit 24 zap, I was like, oh, okay.
In the first half.
Because we seen them
That
come
was
back
wicked.
from deficits that's 20 plus.
BTA, man.
We seen that. But once it was 24 zap, I was like, yo, they can't come back from this. Like, it don't matter how good Patrick Mahomes play, they can't come back from this.
Yeah, I knew they weren't coming back. Even if they would have scored, like,
you
a
could
couple
score on every drive.
that joint was
and
dead.
it
I ain't
wasn't
gonna lie.
matter because they was playing too well. And so, shout out to, like I said, the Eagles did everything they had to do. I think that they had to give the Hurts because he answered the call. Like, everybody was questioning.
Because they actually shut down, Barkley. So it's like, hey, you got to get the Hurts. Like, they shut Barkley down, and they said, Hurts got to beat us. And he did. And I'm like, we have the team to do it. Like, Hurts just got to get it done. Because we so well balanced. Like, if you stop Barkley, we still got
Can I throw in a conspiracy
receivers.
real quick? Can I throw in a conspiracy with that Barkley thing real quick?
What you got?
Y'all don't think Vegas pulled that man?
I don't. You know why?
Vegas can
You
pull
don't
anything,
think Vegas
bro.
pulled that man?
You know why?
Why?
For one, because great coaches, in which Andy Reid is, they in the playoffs they do one thing against good teams. They got to take away what you do best.
I get what you're saying.
But the second thing is, if they intentionally didn't get that record, niggas be forgetting about that running record.
Oh yeah,
They didn't get that from Eric Dickerson this year intentionally.
For sure.
Sirianni was saying, no, we're not gonna do that because we trying to focus on winning the Super Bowl, and then they won. And so I'm not surprised that they shut down Barkley because that's literally they stacked the box they stacked the box every play. Like the receivers was playing one-on-ones all game.
And that's why they got beat.
That's why they got picked apart.
You can't play them man to man like that unless Hurts is off. Unless you get Hurts off his game.
Exactly. And they had to get pressure, which they was not getting.
And they said that Chiefs actually had one of the best run defenses in the league, and I actually didn't know that. Yeah. So they did their job for a fact. Because Chris Jones said he ain't getting 150 yards on us, and he didn't.
They definitely said that for sure.
And that was the first team in the playoffs that he didn't run wild on. He been running wild on everybody. Yeah, like the past, really all year. Like he hasn't had a game. Has he had a game under 100 yards this year?
I think he definitely has.
Probably like 1 or 2, right?
Like not too many though. I can't
even think
probably
only 1 or 2.
I
can't think of an opponent. Maybe the Bucks.
Okay.
I think maybe the Bucks. I think that's probably the only game.
I'm like, he been going crazy this year.
He been going crazy all year. I ain't gonna lie.
Top defenses, it don't matter.
Cause at first in the beginning, I feel like he won't get it enough.
Probably.
Cause we start off kind of slow.
And y'all was trying to
our
get
losses
the
came.
right?
Yeah, our losses came early.
For sure.
So, but yeah, conspiracy though, like, I don't know.
With the car, I ain't going.
You not going?
Nah.
Why? I about to say if anything. If anything, I feel like it could have been a shutout. And the way Vegas was looking at the Chiefs stats, it was like,
been a shutout,
Eagles, I need y'all to goddamn chill a little bit so we can get something out of this.
But that's what I'm getting at. I feel like Saquon could have won. You see what I'm saying?
That's kind of like hand in hand.
Y'all could have really blew them out by more.
That's why I was saying the same thing. I thought it could have been a shutout.
I feel like they pulled it. They had to pull Saquon. It was his birthday. Everybody bet like, oh, he's gonna score 2 touchdowns and 100 yards. What you just said? How many games did he get under 100 yards? It's the what game? The biggest game of the what?
It's the biggest game of the year.
So my point is exactly they had to pull one person. They've been doing that the whole season. Primetime games, I've been watching. They pull one person every game. Niggas can have 100 yards and they gonna have 20 yards that game.
The one thing that I will say is everybody against y'all this year has stacked the box. But the only thing about that is if Jalen starts turning up on them, he throw them out. And they switched, but the Chiefs did not get up out that joint.
And most of Saquon Barkley's coming in second half.
When y'all be up already.
When we already up and we starting to wear them down.
And y'all took out y'all starters by that time.
Yeah.
Like,
and you see what I'm saying? Like, who takes out their starters in the Super Bowl?
Come on,
you see what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, what's the first thing you say? He was like, would this be the first shutout in the Super Bowl? And I was saying, I'm like, y'all talking about, y'all want to see a record being broken? That's a record right there. Like, hold on, can we see a shutout? Y'all talking about Mahomes and the Chiefs winning 3 straight? Like, can we see a shutout?
They won't gonna let that happen.
That's where it's like, I feel Vegas more so with the shutout.
Probably.
More so, involved more so with the shutout than the, than just singling out Saquon and like, yeah, we need all that.
But to me, that's all a part of it though. Like, you feel me? Because like I said, if Saquon would have went dumb, nigga, y'all could have. Come on, bro.
But they actually I ain't gonna lie, but he got the ball like he ran it.
He had 25. He had 25 touches.
Like 21. I'm about to say 21.
When I watched it every
time,
time, like he was running to the same.
He had 25 touches.
You talking about the play calling? I actually didn't like the play calling because I felt like we did too many inside runs. I'm like, why we not get outside? That's the only thing I was saying because they kept saying his favorite play was the toss, and we ran the toss.
Every time he touched the ball, I said, why is he going the same way every time?
So
I thought I was tripping, but okay.
But I don't know. Tripping. We played a beautiful game, so it could have been chess.
Y'all played a good game though.
Could have been chess.
I've seen y'all keep teams honest and run him up the middle and him break it for 40 this year.
No, and I don't deny that because he's a good running back. So it's like I don't deny that, but
I'm not saying they
I'm
wasn't.
Saying
they was running to the inside a lot for
if
sure.
you continue to run you're supposed to run the ball like
for sure.
You don't give up on the run is what I'm trying to say. You don't give up on the run. But bro, you don't gotta continue to hit the 2 and 4 gap, and 1 and 3 gap every time. Like bounce it outside, get him outside, and it's Barkley we talking about. So it's like, bro, he has speed. Get
Yeah,
him outside. You always get playmakers in space. This is bro. That's fundamental. That's fundamentals, bro. So it's like, bro, you got Barkley, get him in space. I ain't seen not one screen pass. Like, get him in space,
they
bro.
They threw him I ain't gonna lie. They threw him like a little swing. You feel what I'm saying?
And then I will say Jalen was missing him in the flats.
Yeah.
Jalen don't check down a lot.
And
he was opening the flats too. But it's like
they got him on the check down. Like they snuffed it out on the
check down.
Think about it, dude.
It's a 4-quarter game.
Y'all airing and out when y'all is passing it. Y'all passes was going 10 yards down the field
because they was playing single coverage.
So
crazy. That's crazy.
You don't have to throw the check.
But it's bro. I mean, there's times where you still
for sure.
You know
that it was there.
Don't force it.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jalen because another thing he was doing was what I've seen Patrick doing on what I thought he was gonna do when the pressure was coming. What he was doing, stepping up in the pocket, and getting out.
That was
there.
perfect. That's why I'm like, thank you.
And getting up out of there.
Because when he don't do that, he
throw an interception or something like that.
He just look discombobulated. Like
sure.
when he dropped back like that, I'd be like, I don't know what
he
about
be scared.
to do.
Just like he
threw that pick that
time.
time. It's like that's just you got it. He gonna throw one. He gonna fumble one.
Oh, that was a little different for me. For him, that didn't look like his other interceptions to me.
He just like he underthrew that one, but
for
still.
sure.
But yeah, overall, it was a good Super Bowl, man. Before one more thing about that. How y'all feel about Kendrick performance? That's what I want to know. How y'all feel about Kendrick performance, man?
Oh, I'm going first.
I'll go first. I mean, I liked it. It was good because y'all act like y'all scared to answer. So.
No, ain't nothing to be scared of. I was just being funny.
Nah, no, I'm just messing with you.
I don't know. Did you like it though?
I'm being real. Like, I ain't had no problem with it. Like, cause one, I'm being real. I don't even pay attention to the halftime, regardless, even if I like them. Like, that's my break time. Where it's like I just watched the first half. Halftime show is like, I'm sorry, I'm about to step out real quick. I'm about to do something. Like, I ain't really too focused on the halftime show. But the fact that it was Kendrick got me one.
For sure.
And then two, when I'm actually watching, it's like I didn't think it was a bad performance because I don't think most halftime shows are hip hop performances.
For sure.
So I'm like, for a hip hop performance, that was a good hip hop performance. Now we talking about comparing him to a Beyonce or a Taylor Swift or a pop artist. I see what people saying if they disagree with how it went. It's like, if you're looking for a pop halftime show, I understand it because it wasn't as inclusive. But we talking about a hip hop performance. I definitely liked it as a hip hop performance. Like, I had no problem with that. That was a black performance.
For sure,
I
agree. I ain't gonna add too much.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt. What you got?
What I got about it is I really enjoyed the performance itself. I feel like it was more of a visual performance. He had did an interview with like Apple Music, basically sponsored like an interview the Super Bowl.
You talking about before, right?
Yeah, before the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I seen that, Joe. And
he talked about how the halftime show was kind of gonna be like a story, and I kind of seen what he was saying.
Yeah.
It was very chronological, but I feel like it was more visual than kind of sonic. I do think a lot of people wanted to hear more older songs. Sonic? I think it was more visual than sonic. Like, it was more
I heard that too
than what he was actually playing.
What you was about to say, I heard that. A lot of people said, like, they was like, bro, why he play no money trees? And
because everybody is going off this hype, and the money, talking about money trees, the people with the money was telling him they want to hear the new song.
They want to hear the new, and that wasn't even the truth.
That's what was popping. But really, that's what made people watch the controversy. Is he going to play this song?
Sure.
Ooh, everybody was like, bro, that's why I'm like, why would he not play the song? That's why they called him to do the Super Bowl, to play the freaking song. Come on, dog. You going to give him all these Grammys for the damn song, but then it's too provocative to play at the Super Bowl. Stop it.
Great point.
You done seen titties at the Super Bowl.
That's a great point.
Come on, get up out of here.
They knew he was going to play it.
Come on, bro.
Hey, man, I like
it. It was showmanship. Cool. I loved it though. It was
great answer.
It definitely made Drake turn his TV off.
I've been seeing bad. He turned his TV off. But I've been seeing bad reviews though. Like, a lot of streamers and people.
I think I've seen more negative.
I've been seeing more negative. Like, they talking about nobody was there cheering and nobody was lit. It
wasn't that
because okay, boom. Piggyback to what I just said. It was a black performance, and then we talking about it. How much was the tickets for the Super Bowl?
$6 bands, right?
So who really understands?
Come on, bro.
What did y'all just say? Who wasn't? It wasn't. I'm not surprised. You just said something that did not surprise me at all, because look how expensive these tickets is.
They was not
regular, average American, black American people.
This guy gets
Section 8 people. They can't go to the Super Bowl to support a hip hop performance.
No.
So it's like I'm not surprised at all. To be real, I ain't surprised.
He got a song called Section 80, man.
Come on now.
It's crazy because I ain't even do that on purpose.
I know, that's why I
That's
said
just the
that.
coaching.
I thought he did it on
I know,
purpose,
I know.
honestly.
I
That's why I
actually
said
did.
I know he didn't do it on
That's
purpose.
crazy. That's just
For
you
real.
see what I'm saying. That's how you know we tapped in.
But yeah,
We
nah,
tapped in.
it wasn't for that audience. A lot of people was like, "Oh, I didn't know any of those songs."
How
Well,
many-
duh.
How much of the what percentage of the what percentage of the NFL is black? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but what percentage of the crowd is attending?
And you got to
It's
think
completely.
like,
It's not the same. It's not the same. You
how
see what I'm
many
saying?
years have we had pop artists? You feel what I'm saying, or just predominantly white genres perform at the Super Bowl, and
Which
we
pay-
and we not sit here and be like, "Oh, I didn't know any of those songs. Oh, that wasn't good."
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I'm
It's
like,
the
we
same
just
thing.
don't
good
watch it.
music is
Yeah.
good music.
But
whether
the people
it's
that's
yours or
there,
not.
that's they.
That's they
Like
song.
now,
though.
it's rumors that Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus was performing at the next Super
At
Bowl.
the next
That's
one?
America for you. Like
That's-
the polar opposite. Like
It's gonna
we just
swing.
went. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we just went from.
I don't know if it's true, but you know
hip-hop,
that's just the
But
rumor.
you see, even the
I
rumor,
wouldn't be
even the rumor
surprised.
has the theme.
has the implications
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Even the rumor has the implications. That's
They
exactly
tell
what
me
I'm trying
something.
to
If
say.
she don't come out as Hannah Montana, I'm turning the TV off. Bro, I was weak.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. People would be like, "Oh, I know that song." They would feel nostalgic about those Miley Cyrus something, Wrecking Ball at the Super Bowl. Like,
She better.
you feel what I'm saying?
She better play that.
Party at the USA, and they end.
Party. And what's the other song?
You know what I'm saying?
The
Like-
Climb.
Wrecking Ball
The
won't handle
Climb.
that.
Oh my
Wrecking Ball
gosh.
won't handle that. Was Miley.
Bro, the
I
Climb
mean,
is
Miley, right?
insane.
No,
Yeah, that was
literally.
Hey,
Miley.
man, shout out
Miley Cyrus.
Hannah Montana, man. I ain't gonna say Miley Cyrus. Shout out Hannah Montana, man.
Some must time.
But nah, though, man.
Uh,
Moving forward, though, y'all. How y'all?
He always sign like.
Cause, bro, I
So dramatic.
just been happy, but my
This
Lakers.
Everybody having a moment.
Yeah, I ain't even mad. 'Cause I just had my moment. So I ain't even mad.
Man, we got Luka, man. Shout out to the Lakers, man. How y'all feel, man? Cause I'm feeling good. That's all
Hold
I know.
on. Hold on.
Luka
Wait,
Magic,
But he
man.
ready to go.
Before we say
Luka
anything,
Magic, man.
what I want to say is literally the last time we shot a pod, y'all. We standing right here, right after we didn't hit cut.
All we see him is ding, ding. I'm
All
like,
we see
what
is
the?
notifications, and we like, hey yo, that's and we. And
I didn't even see. I'm looking at them like,
Hey,
why
bro, that's
why y'all
crazy.
going
I was
crazy like
just
this?
mad because
That's
we just
crazy,
finished shooting and we.
And it's like
coulda got
midnight,
a
so I'm over here. I'm
live-
ready to go to the crib. They over here going crazy.
We coulda got a
Luka
live
Magic.
reaction. But yeah, after John Dunn having his moment, you feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to Rob Pelinka. He deserves a lot of credit. I ain't gonna lie. What you say? Nah, shout out to Rob Pelinka. You feel what I'm saying? He deserves a lot of credit because everybody been talking a lot of junk about Rob, and so you know what I'm saying?
Boo.
Yeah.
Hey,
And the
man.
only reason why, all right,
Nah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Nah,
how you
nah,
feel about
go ahead.
how you feel about the trade?
I feel like that was a great trade for real for
For
the
y'all,
Lakers.
for y'all that don't know, Luka got traded for Anthony Davis,
Gosh, oh man.
and we could care less about Anthony Davis. I
Whoa,
know he
come
helped us
on
get a
now.
ring,
That's not even cool.
but it doesn't matter,
You
bro.
see
He's
this
injury
guy?
prone.
This is that is LA fans
see
for
this
you.
guy?
Once we done with you,
Bro.
like you ain't
You're
you
a
ain't
dub.
yeah, exactly you ain't shit.
Bro,
Get out of town.
You
He's
ain't shit.
injury prone though, bro. Like, come on, bro.
bro,
Like,
y'all knew that when y'all signed him, bro.
Exactly.
hey, man, it's a new coaching town, bro.
Crazy.
We had
So when
to-
they get Luka, they like, who the hell is AD?
I'm sorry.
AD who?
So look, anyway,
What you feel
I'm
about
being
the trade?
real.
What you feel about the trade?
If I gotta choose a side,
He picking the Mavericks.
I'm actually gonna say it was a good trade. I'm gonna say it was a good
For
trade
who?
for the Lakers.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think it's a good trade for both. No, I'm sorry. It's a good trade for the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
I do not think it was a good trade for the Dallas, only because they said that was the first time in history that an All NBA first team player got traded for an All NBA second team player. That never
Wow,
happened.
really?
That never happened.
Yeah.
That's how I
That's
knew. I'm like,
interesting.
I already
I
No,
didn't
I already
that.
knew it was.
They
I
said-
already knew it was.
They said that
it
trade
was,
made
Really?
history, bro.
Yes, I'm like,
Yeah.
I knew when I first seen it, I'm
Biggest
like, bro, that
trade in
don't
history.
happen. I'm like, that doesn't
Yeah.
happen. So I knew it was something in play. So like,
Wow.
I gotta say it's a good trade. I have to say it's a good trade for the Lakers because LeBron on his way out. They got to me. Lakers are not a bad team personally. Like I ain't being biased. Like they're not a bad team. They just need some youth. You see what I'm saying?
We
So I
better
feel
than we
like-
was last year. Put it like that.
You know what I mean? So I feel like it was a good trade for them short term.
For sure.
They don't have no goddamn draft picks. So it's like, when I look at the team to me who got the model, and I'm about to say the way Houston playing, they took OKC model. So it's like the way OKC has built their team up, they number 1 seed. The way Houston has built their team up, number 2 seed. And before John was getting hurt, Memphis and them did the same thing.
Jaren Jackson was stepping up. I give him that because they still number like 2-3.
So I'm talking about like how Ja got.
No, I know. I'm just talking.
So basically, what I'm getting at is these are teams who acquired draft picks,
facts,
and built their team through the draft.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, yeah, it's good for them short term, but long term I don't think it's good for them because they don't have draft picks from even when they got Bron, then they got AD, then Luka. They don't have no draft picks. So it's like, how y'all really gonna help Luka in the long term?
You don't think they can build a good team around him though?
Only in free agency.
I'm about to say, yeah,
free agency, but
free
it's like through the
agency
draft
and trades
to me,
that's
even
it.
what the last dynasty we just seen, Warriors draft.
Facts.
You gotta draft.
Yeah.
Bro.
You do.
You can't skip. You can't.
Nah,
you can't,
the draft
ain't no shortcuts.
and you can do the free
no
agency
shortcuts.
as we can see with the Warriors because they did that.
You have to.
Drafting was so important to keep it.
The identity
going.
was the homegrown.
For sure,
talent.
the homegrown talent was the identity.
So it's like the way OKC doing it. Cause Shea didn't get drafted from OKC. He got traded. But the people they got around him, they drafted. Jalen Williams, they drafted. Chet, they drafted. All the other young guards, they drafted them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't think it was good for them long term, but short term, yeah. And at that, like they needed, LA gotta have a face. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So let me ask you this.
It was a money move.
Let me ask you this: how you feel about, the GM of the Mavericks, Nico Harrison, and their ownership? They're feeling like Luka, wasn't the guy for them. I'll just put it like that.
Luka, one of their franchise players. What you trying to say?
Hey,
I'm not mad at them.
That's what they said.
I'm not mad at them for having an opinion, and at that, like, I think it's some truth to it because
might be.
I think there's a truth to it because we really don't know. I think Porzingis didn't really want to play with Luka, and that's why Porzingis got up out of there. So it's like I do think it's a little something. I think Luka a diva. Like he give me diva vibes. So I think he a diva, and I think they won't rocking with it. Like like Cuban was going for that, but we ain't going for that.
For sure. Like because he's a star.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think they was going for it. So yeah, I don't think it was necessarily bad that they traded him. I just the way LA fell, it was like y'all could have got more. Y'all could have got something better for Luka. Is where I'm getting at. That Luka, him going to LA was a. That's talking about conspiracy. Like that's on some conspiracy.
To me,
and at that, I think it's also like a cleanup. I always take it back. We getting old.
Tell him for the Chris Paul jump.
I always take it back. I always take it back. It's like, bro, that's a makeup for the Chris. That's a makeup for the Chris Paul jump. Cause that was messed up.
That shit was trending on Instagram. They was like,
that's a makeup for the Chris.
How y'all do not?
Bro, they did not allow Chris Paul to play with Kobe, bro. And I'm not even. I never liked LA, but that was foul.
That's a makeup.
That's what I just said.
No, but the Chris Paul, that's a makeup though. That's a makeup for Magic Johnson, bro. Because it's no way. All right, so for those who don't know, before Magic Johnson was drafted, you feel what I'm saying? The Lakers had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, okay, and they were not a bottom team in the NBA.
That's what I heard. They had got first pick or something. They weren't supposed to.
Yes, and so if we don't know how
they had to change. That's when they just changed the rules. Yeah.
So how things work in the NBA.
I did hear that.
But think about it. How things work in the NBA.
That's why they got all them
bad teams get the high draft picks, right? If you know Magic Johnson, they was just playing. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird was just playing in the NCAA finals against each other because they were great teams. They were great teams, great players in the rivalry. They were both lottery ticket picks, right? The Los Angeles Lakers got Magic Johnson, and they were a good team already. Okay, now the story goes, the Cleveland Cavaliers owner, I guess, lost a bet or something to that nature to Dr. Buss.
Yeah, I heard about that. Lost a bet.
Dr. Buss got that draft pick in exchange for whatever their, you feel what I'm saying, agreement was, which basically landed at that point, already on a trajectory of being the greatest player of all time, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, on a team with somebody who is arguably gonna eventually be another greatest player of all time, Magic Johnson, on the same team as a rookie and a vet, and they proceeded by winning 5 championships together.
So that just means, or that just insinuates that LA got some hand, like they got they got some favoritism.
They have favor, yes. So
and I seen that off rip.
That
I'm like,
Chris Paul veto
was kind of like
to offset like, y'all can't keep doing this.
And that was the old commissioner. That was not Adam Silver.
That was the old commissioner.
That was David Stern.
And I don't think David Stern had taken over the league yet when Magic Johnson got drafted. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look at that.
I don't think David Stern is running it.
I'm a Lakers fan, but y'all want to hear my conspiracy on that?
What you got, Pimp?
One, like I said, they gotta send LeBron out, get another ring.
Shout out, go James.
So not getting that.
I'm just telling you what they're trying to do. He trying to get the same amount of rings as Kobe.
Go Giants.
Yeah. That, and then on top of that, like they kept saying the NBA views is low, right? So they had to look. We got to do something. Luka going to the Lakers, and y'all figure it out. How y'all gonna do this?
It might have worked because this trade deadline was kind of lit.
It was a money move, bro.
Money move.
The trade deadline was kind of lit.
And that was bro, when that came across my phone, it said breaking news. Like somebody died.
Think about it. This was the week of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, fact.
Everybody was talking about the Super Bowl, and then on a random Sunday night, everybody talking about the NBA.
Yeah.
Like on a random night, everybody in the whole United States, in the whole world, damn near is like, yo, in the Super Bowl is that week. And
it's just kind of
nobody talking about the Super Bowl.
Nobody thought
it was
like
a flex of that was like a flex of power. Like y'all talking about viewership, but
here you go.
Oh, y'all trying to take Christmas? Watch this.
Bro, y'all know they changed the Hollywood sign to the L's in it. They flipped it upside down and changed the color to a yellow for Luka. They say 77.
No, for real. I ain't see that. That gotta be fake. That's crazy.
AI, but hey, I seen it.
That's crazy. That gotta be.
That's hilarious.
That's a mean welcoming right now.
God, that's kind of fire.
And what was the other trades? Zach LaVine to the Kings.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, shout out to Zach LaVine. A good 6 years in Chicago for him. Besides the injury,
was wasting that, man.
We wasted his prime. We wasted LaVine prime. You know what I mean?
That. De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. He doing all right with Wemby over there.
That's gonna be crazy with him and Wemby, bro.
Yeah.
And Chris Paul.
Jimmy Butler to the Warriors.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Warriors. You know, Steph got a little invigorated. He got a little excited. You know,
it was a lot of big trades.
My guy been going crazy.
The Warriors looking better. They're looking a little better.
Shout out to Jimmy.
To me, it's just crazy how AD got hurt without anybody touching him.
Crazy, bro.
His first game on the Mavericks, he went crazy.
To tell them.
But he failed while touching himself. Like, that's crazy, bro. I don't get it. Be like that, though, bro.
Hey, bro,
I hope you good, though, bro, because you was doing your thing. I hope you good, though,
He was snapping. Like, he was angry. Snapping. Like, did you see him?
He had something to prove. No, he was. Yeah, no, he was. Yeah, he had something to prove that game, for sure.
Nah, cuz, bro, I know y'all seen it, bro. They had, like...
Is he out for the year?
They said indefinitely the last time I seen it.
So they don't know how long.
Yeah, nah. But literally before the game and the game before that, outside the arena, it was fans out there protesting. They had like 1,000 people, they said, out there in front of the arena.
Bro, they had a casket for Luka, bro.
They had a casket for Luka's career as a Mav.
Crazy, bro.
Come on, dog.
Bro, what?
I swear.
That thing was actually a very fly casket, too.
Bro, Dallas fans was OD mad, bro. Like, they was mad. All the Dallas, bro. When I mean all the Dallas fans was crying, bro. It was
literally
mad,
crying.
Bro.
I've seen people crying.
Bro, they paying $10. So, like, y'all just traded away our stock.
For real.
We go see him.
That's
that's crazy, though.
Like, they have stock in the team, like,
yeah.
The value went down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their money. Like, the people who sell Mavericks gear, like, that's their livelihood.
Facts.
That people who work at the arena, that's how they get money. That's how they feed their family. And the Dallas is playing with that.
Yeah.
They still got
real lives.
So,
yeah.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff.
A lot of political and something. 12. Huh? Oh, you trying to see the yayo?
The yayo. I gotta see the yayo for the yayo. I don't know, bro. I still
about.
think the Mavs gonna do good though. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
I think
But
they
they
just
just now Kyrie he has to average 25 a game. He has no choice.
I mean, he already averaging 24 a game. He really need to average 30 a game for real, because they still like, I don't know. I think they gonna fall.
I think they outside the playoff race right now.
I don't know. I think they still might be in it. I think they was in it last time. Well, like when Luka first left, they was still in it.
I think they was out of it, bro.
I think they was 8th. I think it was at 8. Because I know they was above us, and we was 11th at the time.
Oh, so y'all was out of
And
it.
so, but we on the screen. Shout out.
So what place y'all in right now?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I ain't gonna lie, but we haven't lost since Jimmy got there. That's like 3 games.
Y'all haven't though. And Jimmy had 20 each game. He had 20 each game. Jimmy,
and you know the West
he can't do that in Miami.
Well,
no, he didn't want to. He didn't want to.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, come on, bro.
He could have, but he didn't want to.
And he's not the second option in Miami. Facts is facts.
Is he the second option or third option here?
If we not giving him the second option, I'm about to go hop on the plane
So
right now.
Kuminga not second
telling me
option?
when he first got
Kuminga
there.
been hurt.
Okay.
Bro, when Jimmy first got there, he was definitely a top 2 option, bro. That was on him.
I'm not talking about when he first got there.
We talking about the Warriors, not
I'm talking
Not
about.
the
I'm
Heat.
talking about the Heat this year. I'm talking about the Heat this year.
Oh, you talking about the Heat? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Heat in the beginning of this year, he was not a
hell
top 2 option.
Yeah,
no.
ever since that playoff
Of course,
bullshit.
when he first got there, before he took him to the finals twice, for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But this past year, nah, folks.
Yeah.
They ain't been giving my mans the rock. That's why they had to free Jimmy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jimmy gonna be alright. He about to after seeing that game, he about to turn it up a notch. I ain't gonna lie.
I had to turn up a notch.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Free Schmirk.
Hey man, don't let the Warriors get the cooking.
Okay? No, I ain't gonna lie. If the Warriors get back cooking, that could be a scary sight too.
I told Vicious we gonna start popping our ish.
Who y'all big again?
Because if y'all replacement, nah, we ain't no. But if y'all replacement for Clay was Jimmy, I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna lie.
Y'all lost Andrew Wiggins.
We love you,
right?
Clay. That he can have Wiggins.
Kuminga playing like Wiggins, like you feel what I'm saying now. So
That he can have Wiggins.
I don't know. I think y'all will be alright.
Shout out to Wiggins.
Yeah, do you think they championship caliber?
I think they'll be alright. I ain't say championship. I said they'll be alright.
Depends.
So it won't work.
You know what? Actually, I don't believe that. But if you're asking me, do I think this team could be better than the team that we just won a championship with in 22? I could say yes to that.
I feel like it's possible too.
Because that team really ain't had no business beating that Boston team. That Boston team was better than them. It was a better team.
Yeah, but is that going to help them win the championship? A better team now. Do you think
it's possible?
Yeah, think
we can beat better teams.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, bro. With all the way these teams looking in the NBA right now, I feel like
anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
What I'll say is
it's situational.
We look better than we looked before the trade.
No, fast. I'm just saying, but
matchups. I meant.
But fast. Even though it's always been matchups and situational, it still was like, okay, now these the top teams, but it's like now it's top teams, but it's like. Even if certain teams pair with them top teams, it's like shit.
They can
you never know. Yeah, you just never know. Because it's still stars on certain teams. It's like, I don't know.
I think it's because people shoot too much. So it's like,
that like, too.
Whoever off,
for sure.
Whoever off is like whoever on gonna win.
Yeah.
Yes. If you can have 4 on nights, that's all you need, and you can win.
Yeah. Hey man, we're gonna see.
We're
gonna see, man. It's a toss up. Moving forward though, man. How y'all feel about these businesses and the D.E.I?
So
for the people that don't know what D.E.I is, can y'all explain?
Go ahead, D. You're smart. You do a lot of reading.
What that got to do with D.E.I? I'm about to say I don't know what the E stand for, but I know D. I don't know if it's an acronym, but I do know it has something to do with like diversity, inclusion, and what we say. I doubt it's ethnicity. But anyway, D.E.I got something to do with like the diversity, jobs, hiring or employing minorities. So basically, the government incentivizes companies to hire minorities, if that makes sense. So, he a company, I'm the government, he a worker. So I incentivized him, the company, to hire him, a black worker. It's basically, so how I'm trying to put it, it kind of like they feel, to me, it's a measure to stop it's a measure to not have racist hiring practices, where it's like, okay, we're not gonna just choose this white man because he's white. We're gonna put y'all together, and instead of and here's the thing, even if we put this black man and this white man together, the white man still say the white man has more favor. Now, on the other hand, you gotta think about, I'm gonna pay, the government gonna pay me to hire this black dude.
Facts.
So it's like, dang, this white dude, they both even. I fuck with the white man because that's my brother, but at the same time, the government paying me to hire this black dude. So it's like,
I'm gonna get that money on him.
Get the money.
So it kind of, so the argument that we've been having,
they're not genuinely hiring people.
One, is it genuine in the first place? But two, even if it's genuine or not, is it still beneficial?
Facts.
So like that's kind of been like the discussion amongst ourselves. So I would say, like, starting off like with you, do you think it's a genuine policy? Like, do you believe that it came from a genuine place from the United States where, all right, this is something that this is like, what's the word I'm trying to say? Or like, this is a step towards equality for blacks and like jobs and stuff.
Well, what I will say, first of all, D.E.I, for those who don't know, stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I do think that the purpose of it originally was trying to mimic the same type of values and principles that the civil rights movement and things of that nature was trying to encompass. Basically kind of level the playing field, because we were already knowing that capitalism itself was built, you know what I'm saying, in a sense of oppression. So I do think that originally it came from a genuine place. Now, do I think that the organizations that are implementing it and that are receiving these bonuses from it, are they always genuine? No, I don't always think that. I don't think the government is always genuine when they're giving people money for it. So yeah, I don't. But do I feel like was the original sentiment coming from the right place? Yes, because the principle was to level the playing field, which I do think is hard to look at as the wrong thing. Because it's basically everybody acknowledging, like, okay, I acknowledge the playing field is not equal, which is really step number one.
What you think? Like, how you feel about it? Like, do you think
it's genuine?
Do you think DEI, like, do you think the policy of DEI, which is incentivizing companies to employ minorities,
non-white, straight, male,
it's just not genuine to me.
Do you think it's genuine? Do you think it came from a genuine place? Like, I don't know if is that two different questions? Did it come from a genuine place, or like, is it the policy itself genuine?
That's kind of the question I was asking.
Isn't that two different? It's kind of two different things.
Two different questions.
It's kind of two different things.
For sure.
So what I'm asking is, do you? My fault.
No. Go ahead. I want to know what you're asking. Go ahead.
So all right. So the question is, do you think the actual policy of DEI act like literally incentivizing? So that's what I'm getting at. Mm-hmm. Do you think incentivizing companies to hire minorities is genuine? Like that sentence.
The policy, no, I don't think it's genuine, because it's like you said, it's cool. Like, okay, I might hire a couple, white people because I need them here, but I'm about to hire these black folk too because I'm about to get that money. Why not? So why would it be genuine? Some people could be doing it genuinely. I'm not gonna speak on everybody. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't think so.
That's kind of what you were saying, where it's like, I think some of the corporations who
like the organizations
some of them aren't using it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. But some of them might be, but I don't think all, like, no.
But the policy itself is like, so how I feel about it personally is, I don't think the policy itself is genuine,
Nope.
But what I asked him was kind of a different question, and it's basically like what I was asking Joe, and what he was answering was, do we think that it came from a genuine place? So that's a little different. So I actually kind of think it came from a genuine place, like how he said, piggybacking on the civil rights and like our amendments, how it came from the right place. So I do think, like he said, the first question is like, okay, we acknowledge that it is an unlevel playing field. Boom. So I think that premise, that pretext, is genuine. But when they actually said this is going to be, the policy is going to be, the conclusion of this sentiment is going to be, all right, since the best thing we come up with is we'll pay y'all to do it. Basically. That is not genuine. Yeah. Because like, y'all need to go back to I'd rather y'all go back to the drawing board than have a conclusion to conclude that we just gonna pay y'all. That don't fix.
He said what I wanted to say in
problem.
10 words. Like that was what I was saying in 10 words. Feel me?
Yeah, I kind of asked him 2 different questions, so that's my fault. So like, yeah, I do think the underlying pretext of let's address equality in the American workplace. So I do think that was genuine. But when they actually concluded, I'm repeating myself. So when they actually concluded saying, all right, we're just gonna pay companies to basically like we're gonna just throw it out there like, all right,
you're gonna get more money.
We're gonna wing it. Like we just gonna pay y'all to hire minorities.
Okay, let me ask y'all this: do y'all feel like you or somebody that you know has benefited from it, from like a corporation that they was with or something like that?
You sitting next to me, gang.
Literally.
Talking about D?
You sitting next to him, gang.
Are you talking about yourself?
I'm talking about you.
You.
So yes, to answer his question, since he playing a little,
that's crazy.
What's up with Brody?
So yeah, like I definitely do believe people. Brody. I believe people have benefited from it. Like I definitely believe people have benefited from it.
We could have benefited from it and not even known.
Yeah, I think I even probably had benefited from it. But I will say, like, I'm a principled guy, so I'm like, to me, I'd rather you go back to the drawing board than to say I just to pay y'all, because me, it's not genuine. So it's like at the same time, you might hire me, but I might not get that promotion. I might not get that raise, but the government asked for all that. All they said was hire them, and it's like, even though you hire me, don't mean we're gonna get equal pay. You know what I mean? Don't mean we gonna rise at the same rate. Even if my background, not even background, but even if my skill set or my portfolio is better than XYZ, regardless, it's still not genuine. But the fact that people have benefited from it, I'm the type of person where it's like, you just can't take it for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't just be like, you know what, I ain't gonna take it because I don't think it's genuine. It's like, nah, take what you can get. And it's like, and you know what I mean? If you really feel strongly about it, you got, you know what I mean? You gotta take action. You know what I mean? You might gotta work for yourself or something. But I will say, if you have benefited from it, I don't think no black person should feel bad for benefiting from it. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody should feel bad for benefiting from it. But I will say, like, we do gotta talk amongst ourselves where it's like, come on, y'all. Do y'all really think that's genuine anyway? And it's like, when you think about it, it really ain't genuine. But it's like, we gonna take advantage of it. And
for
it's
sure,
like,
you got to.
You know
we
what
have
I mean?
no choice.
Like, a lot of things that we seeing, like, a lot of things we seeing with the new administration, like, we seeing a lot of changes that we haven't seen. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's one of them. D.E.I. is like, I didn't expect that to be touched. So it's something that got to be talked about in a way. Where like, we have to talk about it. Like, we got to. It's like,
it's what's going on. It's current.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, we got to talk about it.
It's real. I feel
melanated.
I feel like a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, before D.E.I. even came out, dealt with a lot of things that you talk about, like not getting the promotion they were supposed to get, or not being paid the same way they were supposed to be getting paid that others was being paid, depending on their performance and things like that. I don't know. I feel like I'm blessed to even assume, or even it be a concept or a conspiracy that I could benefit from something like this, because that means I'm ahead of what I was supposed to be. You feel what I'm saying? And so I can't really, in the same sense, like, oh, that's like me saying here, like, I don't want to wear my Nikes, or like, oh, I have to give away my Cadillac, or I'm not wearing these type of jeans. I get it, but as a people, sometimes we gotta pick and choose where we gotta pick our battles.
Gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Because we can't fight every battle at the same time, or we gonna be overextended. And so, you feel what I'm saying? I feel like D.E.I. was an area back in the day where we definitely accepted that, even though we knew what was going on, and we used that to our advantage. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people got into a lot of places and had a lot of success because of that, and that they won't about to see without that. But I definitely believe that there were other methods, like you said, like it was other things that could have been done back then.
For sure.
Except for, are we just gonna pay y'all? Of course, it doesn't sound genuine.
Yeah, right.
It sounds very disingenuous.
It's actually obvious. It's kind of obvious.
Very disingenuous, actually.
Hey man, that's crazy, man. That wicked, man. We just wish for the better in the future, man. Y'all can do it different and help us out in another way instead of just, you feel me, doing it like that. It's cool though, man. I ain't mad at you, man.
Love each other.
But hey, look, man, we got a new segment for y'all, man. We got something called Question of the Day.
I gotta put my glasses back on for this.
For the question of the day, man. Do y'all believe, or do y'all agree with, or do y'all think that kids should wear uniforms to go to public schools or all schools? Would y'all agree to that statement?
I ain't gonna lie. Heck no.
You don't agree to that?
I can't get with it, man.
How you feel, D?
Why?
Because, for one, I'll say me personally, like in high school, that was a time that I kind of gained my own identity. You feel what I'm saying? I came into myself and I realized what my purpose was. You feel what I'm saying? I gained my confidence, my voice. You know, if I didn't go through that period, I would have been a different type of person. Like, I wouldn't have the same type of success, ambition. I wouldn't have the same type of, meaning for life. I wouldn't have the same type of love for life.
From peace. Clothes?
Not even
from clothes?
It's not just clothes.
That was the question, though.
Uniforms.
What I'm saying is, it's about individuality and identity.
I get
that.
It's
about identity. And one thing, especially as a black man, you got to know who you are. And clothes was a huge part of that for me. You talk about, is it clothes? Yes.
Okay, and let me,
identity, who I am.
And I also meant to throw in, though, like, you only get to wear outfit on Fridays type shit. For
real? I didn't know that was a stipulation like that they were doing. Like,
it's certain places
you
like
wear like what you want on Friday.
Yeah, like I know. Yeah, that's what I heard before.
Okay,
like,
I can see
uniform throughout the week. Friday it's a free day.
I would be more cool with that, especially because, like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Before I had that, I'm speaking to a point where, I had a job, but before I had a job myself, like, I didn't have. It was a reason why I gained all that at that time, because I didn't have.
For sure.
I didn't have that. Like, I was not fly guy. I wasn't big drip before that. You feel what I'm saying? And so, not that the clothes didn't make me. You feel what I'm saying? However, the identity that I gained for myself and the understanding of who I was, I couldn't do that. Because I couldn't express myself.
You couldn't do that with a uniform, is what you're saying?
I couldn't do that even without that because I didn't have the resources. But with a uniform, you definitely can't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. Go ahead, D. I'm gonna let you go.
I disagree with Joe. Okay. I definitely think kids should wear. You say kids?
Sure.
Like, how are we talking?
I'm talking about, like,
in general. You talking about everybody? Yes. K
school
through 12.
In general.
Yes. K through 12.
Yes.
Everybody.
K through 12.
Yes.
I can't say that for high school. I
okay.
Know,
I can understand high school,
but to answer your question, if you say K through 12, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
All right. So
that's the question.
To answer the question,
that's what
K
I was
through
saying.
12,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
But I will say kids. I do think kids.
So
should.
what about K through middle school?
K through middle school, yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because of finances.
For sure.
And I feel what he's saying about individuality, but it's like
I was getting at.
It's more than close to individuality.
Yeah.
That's
it's personality.
Two, a kid should not be a kid. Can't find their identity by themselves. That's parents too. Look, you got to bring parents in there because I didn't find my identity by myself. My granddad had a lot to do with that by telling me who I was and where he came from. So it's like, you can't find your identity by yourself. A kid cannot find out anybody. So that's 2. But really, I say, let's be real. You see, growing up how we grew up, kids was joking kids. We was ruthless.
That's why. See, this is why I asked.
Everybody community different. I don't know about the white community. I don't know about the Mexican community. I don't know. Black community, we were ruthless. We was kids and we was ignorant. You see what I'm saying? Some kids are more conscious than others. I caught on early that I didn't have much, so I won't joking.
And as adults,
but other kids were still ignorant of that. And you know what I mean? And we was ruthless. You know what I mean? And so speaking of confidence, a lot of people's self-esteem and confidence got killed as kids. It's like elementary school
because
kids.
of stuff that we can't afford. We can't have a job in middle school,
so it's like, nah, coming from my environment, I do like public schools. You know, most public school kids are coming from government assistance and stuff like that. Because, you know, people with money going to private school, they weren't uniforms anyway.
Exactly.
Some of them not. But I will say public schools, I do think that like kids, middle school, definitely should be wearing.
So that's what I'm saying.
So
you because you
gonna get joked regardless.
You changed my perspective on that, so that's what I'm saying. At first I was like, okay, all the way, but nah, middle school, K through middle school, high school, okay, cool. It's kind of different.
Okay,
but I feel like
you gotta grow.
But
You know
I feel like K through middle school, I feel like everybody should. It should be uniform. That's just my opinion.
And speaking of what he's saying is, I feel like high school is perfect for what he just said.
For what you're saying,
that's just like I have an opinion.
Yeah, high school.
Exactly.
Like you 14, like
you're gathering.
We
who
all
you
been. If you went past 14, we're not 20s, so we know what 14 feel like. It's like, man, you do start thinking for yourself a little bit
at a certain
14
age.
You got your own ideas.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you definitely start like 14 is really you start
figure out
growing
what
up.
you like.
How the old head say you start smelling yourself. You're getting musty.
Yeah, low key for real.
Okay.
So like, I'm about to say, but kids, I do think I ain't gonna lie, I think kids short because bro, we would like.
We
grew with some ruthless kids. Hey, we grew with some ruthless. Hey, we grew with some ruthless kids. I'm just being real.
If you couldn't handle it,
and it made me who I like. I ain't gonna lie, that made me who I am. But it killed a lot of kids. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't a confident. I was not a confident. I wasn't a confident kid. I wasn't I didn't have a low self-esteem. But I wasn't a confident kid.
Same.
But it just I didn't have a low self-esteem where you could joke me
and I won't gonna get on you.
Or I just won't go, you know what I mean?
I won't get sad.
I wasn't confident, like.
I won't go sit in the corner and cry.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna be like that, but I wasn't a confident kid. So it's like, shit, I'm not even gonna do it. Like, what they say, treat people how you want to be treated. I was just conscious, like, I ain't even gonna joke you. But if you joke me, I'm
on you.
Like,
and I wasn't about to be, I wasn't bullying. But like, if don't start joking me crossed.
For sure.
Because we got that,
that line was getting crossed. Like we watched verbal bullying.
Oh, we was sparring.
Like,
yes.
I don't know what it is. It could be the environments we came up in. But I say as kids we was ruthless and we was ignorant to it. You know what I mean? Bro. We was ignorant to it. You know what I mean? But I would say we was around ruthless kids. Like we watched people getting, we watched people getting bullied and stuff. That's everybody didn't watch it.
It's human nature to
we
prey. Yes, human naturally prey on weaker humans.
What made you ask that?
Feel like it's weak.
That was the controversial question, bro. I told you I'm gonna have one air episode, man. That's new, man.
But I'm not mad at K through middle school. Y'all doing uniforms. I'm not mad at that. I'm cool with that because you don't know no better.
Facts. And you can't control certain. Like high school, you can start getting a job.
That's what I'm saying.
Middle school, you're not really.
That's what I'm saying.
You only getting what your parents give you, bro.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I'm about to say. And niggas was definitely getting joked for what they had and didn't have around elementary school, middle school. Like what?
It's a
middle school. You had to get dressed in middle school for real.
And because we all knew that everybody was broke, so the playing field was level.
We had to get dressed in elementary school.
See,
no, we did, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean.
I'm just saying for us, it mattered early. I don't know. Our third good. If you ain't, I'm about to say it started early. I'm like, dang.
It did.
And I'm sitting thinking, like, nigga, I can't control what I get, nigga. I ain't got no money.
Nah, for real. Nah, for real though, like, nigga, right?
How you joking me? I can't even buy nothing. You can't buy nothing. So what are you saying?
Hey, bro, but like I said, what did we just say? How I was putting it. Some kids were more conscious than others. Some kids was really ignorant to it, and it's like that's why I'm being real. I was conscious of it, so it's like I didn't have arguments with kids about that because I'm not even about to have an argument, bro.
I'm about to say y'all could joke. I'm gonna laugh, but
just
don't cross that line.
I know real.
Just I might laugh with you.
Some children was conscious to it and just
I'm not denying that.
Me and
Assholes,
individuals,
yeah.
yes.
Facts, for sure.
Some
for
kids was very conscious, like, no, I know your situation.
Yeah.
Like,
Ain't no kid know nobody's situation though, bro.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how it was where you was at, DG, but I know one thing. Everybody in Sono know where everybody who from Sono live at.
Stop playing with me, nigga. I was out Sono.
You know
Stop playing with me.
But
nigga.
you don't know where
I was
everybody.
out Campostella though.
But D, you know this, D.
That nigga stupid.
I didn't leave Campostella.
I
I didn't leave Campostella though.
Yeah, but they didn't know. But we still didn't. We wasn't conscious of what was going on in the home though.
I see what you're saying.
Like we really won't like.
As
niggas
far as
won't
the
conscious of
details.
that.
As far as the details.
Yeah, well, I said we weren't really conscious of that.
But at a point, we won't dumb. Like in
Nah,
middle
we
school,
won't dumb, though.
in middle school we won't dumb.
Nah,
We didn't know
hell
everything, but like
Hell nah. Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm
won't dumb in
saying?
middle school. You really right.
Shit crazy.
But
yeah, man. Hey, man. Anything y'all need to get off your chest, man? Before we wrap it up, man.
Yeah. A lot of times I say no, but yeah. Speaking of DEI, I take it back to black ownership. Like we gotta employ ourselves. We have to employ ourselves because we got the money. But
and just shot black, man.
yeah, we gotta. But
Speaking of shot black,
Shot black.
Valentine's Day, we dropping a filming. Go cop. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even tell you what it's gonna be.
Look,
No, I can. No, don't. Not yet. Don't end Sean, cause just know the product is
I
here.
tried to give y'all the sneak
The
peek,
product is here,
and they
just know
wouldn't let me.
The package has landed.
So just know, you feel what I'm saying? I tried to bless y'all.
Anything to get off your chest, Joe, man?
Like I said last time, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I gotta get something off my chest, and it's what's on my chest right now. You feel what I'm saying?
What's that?
Okay.
Y'all can't get this right
That's
here
a Aggie.
again.
That's a Aggie.
You know what I'm saying? Like I did last time.
Aroma,
You see
aroma
the A
Aggie.
right here. You know what I mean?
We got NCAT. We got
You know,
HBCU
nah, I mean,
alum right here.
Nah, I mean, go get that aroma. You know what I'm
HBCU
saying?
alum right here, and y'all
Man.
be you
Aroma
know.
VA.
I got one thing to get off my
G-Ho
chest before we
merch,
leave,
G-Ho
man.
merch.
I got one thing to get off my chest before we leave, man.
Oh, you got something today?
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka, Lakers in 5.